The Pacific Northwest is renowned for its renewable energy production. Over 2/3 of this production comes from hydroelectric, making Washington the leading producer of hydroelectric power in the nation. The environment that helps generate this sustainable resource is the very reason people don't associate Washington with solar power. But that doesn't mean solar in the Northwest isn't viable.
Solar panels work all the time whenever there's light out. They work best in the summer. With our lopsided solar year in the Northwest, we receive about 70% of our sun during 6 months of the year, and those are the 6 months that we count on.
With an increased interest in both commercial and residential solar energy production, Washington State offers some of the best tax incentives available. But unfortunately, the initial investment remains high, and for many people, there are other reasons that solar isn't practical.
Folks that live in condominiums, folks that live on the north side of a hill and don't have good southern exposure, quite often folks that live in rental housing just don't have the ability to put solar on their roof.
For these reasons, Tacoma Power customers now have the opportunity to invest in solar power technologies through the Community Solar Project.
We are offering what we call solar units, which are very small portions of an overall community solar project. If you can think about a community solar project very similar to a community garden, the community garden may be a couple of acres in size, but your portion of it is actually only, maybe a 2 foot by 2 foot square, and everything that you can get out of that 2 foot by 2 foot square is yours. Okay, with a community solar project, your solar unit may be a very small portion of that, but you get everything that it generates. In this instance, it's about a 28.5 watt solar unit that generates kilowatt hours during the year. That enables you to get access to that state production incentive, plus the about 4 cents or so that we will pay you also for that kilowatt hour generation during the year. We measure that once a year, and then we give you a check in August for the cumulative total that's produced during the year.
The large, flat roof of the power warehouse at Tacoma Public Utilities provides an ideal location to house this solar project.
We're moving about 1,000 solar panels up onto the roof, as well as ballast block, which will keep everything secure on top of the roof. Routing all of our electrical lines down to a room below, which has about 40 inverters, which convert the electricity from DC at the rooftop to AC, which the building can utilize.
Due to high interest, the project has grown to 4 systems being installed that will cover almost the entire roof. The hope is to have enough solar units for everyone in the service area that would like to participate.
When we originally thought about doing this, we were just going to put up one system, one 75 kilowatt system. These are 280 watt solar modules. So you can do the math basically on that to figure out how many modules that you would need. But when we introduced this to our customers, the demand was just overwhelming. And so we went from one 75 kW system to 2 75 kW systems to eventually 3 75 kW systems. And as of this week, we've added a 4th one.
Even with the fickle Pacific Northwest weather, this project will be an efficient source of energy thanks to the long summer days.
The system on the roof in our Northwest environment, we expect to produce somewhere on the order of 300 megawatt hours of electricity a year. What that means to us, that could power 30 to 60 homes for a year. It could drive 100 electric cars, 12,000 miles a year.
Once the project is complete, participants will be able to see in real time how much electricity the solar project produces at different times of the year, presenting results from a project that's putting the sun to work, producing clean energy that participants can feel good about.